Hi guys, I'm back and I'm going to show you how to do Lego photography. This is sort of my setup here. This is just a small little, what was originally a nightstand between my dresser and my bed. And some of the things I use is I use my phone to take the pictures. It's really all you need. But I take the case off, as you can see here. Then I have all of my figures sorted by faction, so I can easily select which figure I want. This is just a tin from the advent calendar that I pulled out, but you can also get the planters boxes from your local hardware store. Then I'm going to use my iPad so I can look up different characters if I need to make a purist custom real quick, so I can film with my phone. Now I also use this tripod back here, but you don't need something as fancy as that because I'm sure that you can find a smaller, or a bigger, space. Then you can set up a smaller tripod. And this is part of a selfie stick that I just kind of murdered. So that's the little button, and when you push it, this goes into the headphone jack, or an aux. It's an aux cord. It goes in there, and then it will take the picture so you don't have to bump it. This is not essential by any means, but it's nice to have so you do not ruin your perfect picture. Now, down in here I have quite a bit of things. This is just a bunch of burps, big ugly rock pieces, so I can make a background. It's very simple. These are part of a lightsaber that lights up, and it's good to get different colors in there. Like right now I have the red in there, but there's also purple, green, and blue. And there's the big stick there. And then about the smaller tripods, like I have a few tripods in here. I have some Christmas lights in case I need to get a bit more lighting. Then here I have coffee grounds, which will probably be using those. Salt. And then this is a baking soda water mixture that looks a lot like snow. I'll just have to add more water to it if I'm going to use that. So, now that we got that out of the way, up in here I just have some weapons that I've just compiled. Here I should probably take care of those. This is a cotton ball that's been taken apart and put back together many times. It's good for a steam or smoke effect. And then these are the Brick Arms blaster weapons. They're good if you want to use them, but I don't have a whole lot of them, so if I'm doing a shot that has multiple figures, I probably won't use them. This is a Pick-a-Brick cup. I compiled these parts over the years. I was in Tachima a long time ago, and they're good for just elevating the surface that you're photographing, because there's not a whole lot of stuff that I build that is this off yellow. It's like an orangish yellow. So it's not great for building, but if I do just so happen to need it, I know where it's at. And that's about all you really need to know about for in there. There's some of this stuff in the back. This is just good to put over the light, which I have on right now to improve the quality of the video. You'll also need a lamp, but this is a good filter, so I don't have such an aggressive shade, because figures tend to produce a sheen of light. But yeah, so I'm gonna get everything around, and we'll get ready to take the picture. So I have my tub lid down. And this is just good because it has a little bit of a lip there where it will catch any dirt, salt, etc., coffee grounds, whatever you're using as a ground base. My wall is a little bit of an off gray, so I'll end up putting up a piece of paper there, whether it's blue or whatever color I need. Every once in a while I'll use a computer and I'll put up a background, but usually paper does the trick, and I'm not going to go there if I don't have to. So here we have my figures. We have all the light side, Republic, Rebel, pilots, resistance, Jedi droids, sort of the scoundrels and other factions. We have bounty hunters, Mandalorians, Bespin guards, and just other droids. We have the solo Star Wars story people. I got a majority of the sets there. And I figured that they would work nicely just kind of there. All in their own tins, so I can get those. We have original trilogy bounty hunters. We have sequel trilogy bounty hunters, dark side droids, Sith, dark side pilots, First Order, another First Order. This here is more like the difference, like Flame Trooper, Snow Trooper, and Captain Phasma. We have Empire, then we have Separatists. So you really want to pick who you want as your main focal point, unless you're doing a group of people. Like if I'm gonna do a band of rebels, that'd be something I could do. But really what I'm looking for is a new background for my iPad, as I just have it as a blank background. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and choose what figure I want. I'll probably choose a figure that I'm rather fond of, so I'll get back to you when I figure that out. Great, so on my bed I have used this as a workspace to make the figures. So here's all the leftover parts, and I have an empty tin for them right here. I'll just put them so that I know when I'm done I just need to replace the parts. So I'm thinking an Endor scene, and I have Chewbacca, a Rebel Trooper, and I made this. Here, let's see if we can get it to focus. I made a Luke Skywalker. There we go. He's using the cape pieces from the TIE Fighter, the Han Solo, and Mimban Stormtrooper. He has a Rebel helmet. He has a pilot helmet from the Resistance bomber. Underneath this torso is very easy to get. I could have just used a black one. And then from the First Order Special Forces TIE pilot, his legs. I normally would not put that amount of detail into a figure as simple as that, but because it's a photo and I'll be disassembling it soon, I decided I would. Rebel Trooper just came from the 2016 ATST. Chewbacca, got him in the Advent calendar. And then down here, Stormtrooper, ATST pilot, all the same, nothing changed. And then here, I took the normal officer and I replaced it with Han Solo's helmet from the Mimban TIE Fighter. And this helmet is packed with detail, as you can see. All the way around, great printing and molding details. Just look at that though, it's a rather intricate piece that you don't normally see on a Lego helmet, and then a nice print for the goggles up top. It's a great helmet, and I use it when I'm making custom officers. Oops. So, because my camera is not focusing, we're just gonna go and set up the scene in a time lapse. Okay, so now that the scene is set up, as you saw, I've been getting just a bunch of random things, like the palm trees came in a dinosaur set, and I know that Endor more has oak trees, well, redwood trees, because it was filmed in the redwoods in California. But I got this, and I was thinking maybe I could put it behind there. I tried it out, and I wasn't quite sure. But I think that's gonna be okay right there. Your scene doesn't have to look great. It just has to look great through the small lens. say with photography, you can control what the camera sees, and there's always cropping an image and whatnot. So, we have weapons for Chewbacca, the officer, ATST pilot, you can see NN4, and then Stormtrooper. So now that we have weapons for everyone, I'm gonna set it back up on the tripod, which I moved because I had it set up right here. But that's really all you missed. So now I'm going to just set it down. I'm gonna put it into a time lapse. Okay, so plans changed, and I remembered that I'd already previously taken a picture of Endor Luke Skywalker facing off against a Stormtrooper previously. You can check it out on my Instagram. It was an outdoor photo, which I would like to cover in another video, outdoor photos. They're much easier if you can find the right spot. But anyway, so I've decided to do Han Solo and Luke Skywalker are back on Yavin 4 after the whole battle and leaving there. And they're just scouting it out. They're looking for something. It's really up to the imagination of the viewer. So, I'm not worried about this down here, the tub lid showing, because I can crop that out. But really what I want is if you can zoom in the least amount possible, that is ideal. So we're just going to bring a lot more light down. And actually, you'll excuse me, I'm trying to get, actually no, it's right up here, the diffuser. I really wanted to be able to use this and show you guys. So if I hold it up right here, it gives it a different tint. And then I can also unfold it. It's just a tab. It's really easy to use. So I just hold it up right there. Okay guys, so what you just saw me do was you saw me choose my photo, I cropped them all so I could get the best of each photo. then ultimately I decided to go with that one, as you saw. And then I'm just going to type in my password real quick. Then see it in all of its glory right there. I think it looks pretty good. I really like that. I just got Bricklink ordered last night. If you followed me on Instagram, you will have seen that. And I got the Han Solo hairpiece and Luke Skywalker hairpiece. In my order, I was going to include a Yavin Celebration Luke, but I just didn't get around to picking it up. But I ended up leaving the hair in my cart, which I really am happy with because it's a really good piece. I used to have to swap out the Han Solo hairpiece between figs because I got the most updated one in my Slave 1 set right here. And in my Solo A Star Wars Story figs. But now I'm super happy that I can just leave it on here. And it's all good. So, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video.